Oh, so something's coming my way. I will try to hide and see if I can see it. And I got my boots and all that good stuff, so.
Yep, I got you. So, as you are...
Well, I don't think I did a stealth on that.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. There's no bonuses on it. There you
Yeah.
go. That's better. So, you see through the cloud. How far away are you from the rest of the group, by the way?
I would assume I went a little ways ahead, so, pat the distance to how far they're away from us from what we can estimate from the sounds of them
So
moving.
about 50 feet?
I would
Yeah,
make sure that
50 feet.
Uh,
How close are you going to be there, Irish? As you're kind of standing there and you see these two torches again, you see them coming closer. They're down, maybe 3 feet off the ground or so, probably about small folk, to be honest with you. But they seem to travel in unison, so you see them kind of turn to the left and you see them sort of turn to the right, and they seem to be maybe maybe 1 or 2 feet apart, like one person's holding two torches.
Uh-huh.
You hear the sound of, like, I don't know how to describe it, almost like a heavy breathing, but at the end of each breath you hear this almost like a crackle, so it's like and it seems to come from these two torch lights that you see coming through the fog, the mist of the cloud itself. Now granted, it's bright relatively. I mean, you're in a cloud. I don't know if you probably have been in clouds before, I'm sure, but so there's light that comes through, so it's unusual to see torches in a cloud.
I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder what that could be.
And you see it kind of goes to where you expect the edge is, and then it kind of stops, and then it kind of walks over to the other edge, and there's a smell of
Sulfur, fire, and brimstone.
yeah. And you hear the Stolver kind of yells out, "What did you find?" "Something in there, I know it is. What is it?" "I don't feel footsteps of us. Must be small folk." "Quickly, come on, hurry."
I'll use Mirror Illusion and make it sound like there's well, never mind. That's kind of metagaming because I can't hear him.
Stig may tell you. I don't know. Stig's back there with you.
Yeah, do you want him to roll anything?
He knows giant, so he can probably hear it. It's pretty loud. It's kind of booming across the thing.
No, he'd be relaying. Well,
I would
summarizing.
He would. Yeah, I agree. So I think that's appropriate.
Okay, then I'll make it sound like there's giant, footsteps or
Gotcha.
whatever.
Alrighty. He goes, I hear that. "Snolik, what do you see?" "Snolik!" You hear this sort of... And Melton, as you're sitting in the clouds, you see this almost dog-like head kind of pokes through the clouds, and it kind of fills the form, and you see the torches aren't, in fact, torches at all, but it's his eyes that are burning. And you see just a little bit of what looks like... not fire, but this smoky sort of ash that kind of comes out of its mouth, and it kind of walks to the other side. It's probably about 10, 15 feet away from you at this point. Doesn't seem to sense you at all, or isn't looking directly at you, but it definitely is looking for something. And all of a sudden, Stolver says, "Giant of no name. You out there? Giant? Just check the rod. It shows Very strong sensations. It's close, I'm telling you. Very close. It's on this bridge. Do you have it? You're not telling me, are you? William,
Huh? What?
all of a sudden you feel a tap on your shoulder. I'm really thirsty. And what is that?
Yeah, I whisper to him, shut the hell up.
But I'm thirsty.
Something's out there that could kill us all right now.
Melton, you see the eyes of this dog-like creature with fire in its eyes. Kind of goes a little bit towards past the edge where you're at. Are you near an edge? Are you in the center of the bridge? Where are you at exactly?
I figured I'd be close to an edge.
That's what I figured. So I put you on the north edge, if that's okay.
All right.
So it kind of moves over to the south edge, and you see it kind of tip its head over and kind of almost like it's trying to look underneath the bridge, even though you know the edge of the bridge is about 20 feet in width, and kind of looks over the edge and kind of turns its head quickly and looks over to you, and you see a lot come out, and it sort of turns its head the other way, and kind of makes this loud, almost howl sound.
If only Milton had some strength.
And kind of goes back, and then you hear the giant sort of speaks in a different language. It's like, and you see the hound turns quickly towards the other end of the bridge, back to where the voice sounds come from, and then you see it pant even more, and you could have swore it looked a little bit like drool, but it's just more ash kind of falling out of its mouth, and it seems to be a little bit more feverish, kind of walking towards you. Now it's about 7 or 8 feet away. Stolvar goes, "Giant, or giant pretender, where are you? Come out, quickly." "Giant?" Then you hear, "Giant!" You feel the bridge kind of shake.
I'll make steps again
Alrighty.
over, like, on the opposite side of where I think that Melton is.
Okay, gotcha. Melton, as you feel that or hear that noise, it is definitely between you and the other, what you assume is giant on the other side. It seems to be almost like right over where this dog-like creature's at, and the creature kind of looks around and kind of turns its head back and forth, and you see it immediately kind of runs about 10 or 15 feet back into the clouds towards the voice, and you don't really see it anymore, and you hear it kind of howl again quickly, and it kind of quickly runs back, and it's about 15 feet now away, and it's peering over the southern edge again of the bridge, and it appears to be a lot more agitated now at this point. You suddenly see in the shadow the clouds sort of wisp away, and about 25 feet high you see this large lumbering giant come up. The giant is definitely not a giant that you've seen before. It is large. It's in complete full iron plate that you see. It has a large sword kind of dangling at its side. It's holding a large rod, is what it appears to be, in the other hand. His beard is red and almost the color of flame. He's got big, bushy red eyebrows, and has kind of a scowl across his face. And he sees the hound that's there, and he points to it, and he throws his hand off towards your direction, kind of in the general easterly direction, and goes, "Rakish!" And you see the hound kind of leaps and jumps about 5 or 10 feet. He's only about 3 or 4 feet away from you now, and is kind of looking immediately to the east. And you see it turn its nose up and goes as it starts to try to smell.
I'm screwed.
Now, can we see from our distance? Can we see the giant now?
So you guys can't. You can see Melton. The hound is fairly close. You can see the lights off in the distance. You can't really see the hound necessarily, but you can hear all the noises and everything that's there.
Okay.
and the hound is just kind of sitting there smelling. And Melton, you see him actually start to walk right by you. And then he immediately jumps to the north edge of the bridge where you're at, just barely missing you, and is now between you and the party and is sniffing over the edge. Stovar goes,
It's a good thing because I think Melton might have soiled his trousers just a little bit.
I bet he is. And so the hill giant, the Stolvar is now kind of walking again up the bridge, and you see that the rod is interesting. It really kind of draws your attention. It's a kind of an adamantine, it appears to be. It's about 4 feet long, and it has 2 prongs on the end, almost like a grilling fork is the best way I can describe it. And it has an end, and he's hanging on to it. But you notice that the prongs are vibrating, and so when he moves it towards the north, the vibration's slow. He moves it towards the east, and they continue to move even faster. Quit playing games. Come out.
How heavy do I think this rod is?
It's definitely more than 50 or 60 pounds, probably. But it's not a ton or anything like that.
Yeah, that's probably more than Mage Hand could pick up.
Yeah. Suddenly, you see the hound bounces and bounds out of the cloud bank towards the group. The group, you now see this hound has now kind of appeared in front of you. You can see its eyes kind of glowing through the mist. It doesn't necessarily see you yet, but you can see the eyes coming. You can hear the voice and the sound.
Running and charging at us?
Nope, it's kind of like, it's almost like bounds ahead a few feet, and then it sort of stops and kind of scans and moves to one side and the other side of the bridge, and then you see it kind of pace back and forth, almost as if it's tenuously coming forward but not trying to get too far away.
Okay. I look back at the William and Barry and Stig. What do you think that is?
Well, we didn't hear a little scream, so we can assume Melton's fine.
I hear friends. I hear whispers. Who's there? How many are there? Show yourself. Why do you hide in this infernal cloud? Cloud giants? Probably. You know better. The ordering has been broken. You do not rule over me.
Should we tell them we're servants of Zephyros?
What's a Zephyros?
Isn't that the cloud giant?
That
You're
was
better
the
with
odd one.
names.
Melton,
Well, who wants to do it? Okay, I guess I will. Tell me when.
Tuesday.
Alright, it's gonna be a while.
Melton, you see the giant now steps forward. He is literally right in front of you, towering way above you. You don't even reach the top of his boot, essentially. And his boot comes down, and he steps what looks like it's going to be on you. You kind of shelter down, almost in a turtle shell, as he just misses, steps over you. Where are you? Come out!
We'll see if I can slip behind him.
Okay. He's not looking in your direction, so unless you, do something really stupid, then you should be able to.
Stupid's my middle name.
He's like, come on, quit playing games.
What are we gonna do with this guy?
Alright, I'll get off my horse.
I've got a couple ways to take care of him if we want to fight him, or do we want to just talk to him?
Well, we've tried deception. Let's try the truth. What was the name of that cloud giant again?
Zephyros.
Alright. I'll yell out, we work for Zephyros.
he kind of stops, and you hear him again in that very guttural sort of sound. And he goes, now I know you're not giants. Come out, show yourselves!
I cast a silent image
Okay.
of a storm giant.
Okay.
Behind him, like right there in front of him. It's like standing behind him.
Okay. So you go ahead and cast that spell. As that happens, you guys suddenly see these two eyes jump through the clouds, and as they do, you see this large beast, as I had described before, lands about 5 feet in front.
What's it look like?
I know you all know the picture already, but
Hey, I don't. This is a hellhound. Oh, it's a hellhound.
I've been doing that for a while.
It's the only dog with glowing eyes.
I know. I'm like, come on, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you gaming it out, though. I appreciate that. So it immediately kind of jumps forward and now can see you all, and it immediately growls. And let's roll for some initiative.
Oh no!
Is it charging us?
Yep, it jumped in. It can now see you guys. Your horses, I assume, are still on your horses.
Remember, I got off.
Melton got off his pony.
Yeah, I
He
figured
knew
you were
that. He
off.
couldn't snack.
Alrighty. And so he sees you. You guys also see him, so there's not really any sort of surprise around at all. Beautiful picture, please. I worked really hard on it.
Man.
I thought I had a picture
Masterpiece.
of it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was going to sign it at the bottom, but I still can.
It's a nice picture of the giant.
Thanks. I didn't make that, though. Anyway, so it is obviously heavily obscured up here past about 5 or 10 feet. We'll say 10 feet. So, yeah, Hellhound's there. Oh, yeah, and I've got Artan, too. Sorry. I don't know if you want to rearrange your tokens in a different position, you can. Sorry, it's not a bigger picture.
So we see the dog, but not the giant.
Yes, you can see the dog, but not the giant. You can hear the giant, but you can't see the giant.
Alright. Is dog getting a surprise round, or are we just going top of the order?
Just top of the order. Yep, it jumped in front of you. You guys were aware that there was stuff out there, so there's no surprise.
Alright. I will start off with the bonus action rage
All right.
while pulling out a great sword. And then I will move up to here. Take this off. And I will swing at him.
All right.
Normal swing.
Sounds good.
Is that a hit?
That is a hit.
Alright, this will be divine.
Okay.
I go for the second hit. I bet that misses, right?
Yeah, that misses.
They're dodgy.
Yep, so your great sword slashes through.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna yell out to call back your hound.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like cut into it.
All right. So it kind of howls out in a noise, and as you cut in, you see ash kind of falls off this this beast, which is very unusual since I don't think any of you have fought one before. Relenia. I kept the mage armor on for you guys, by the way. I assume you would cast it every day, and I fixed it for Relenia's dexterity bonus.
Cool, thank you.
Yep.
All right. Well, I did have some stuff to deal with this guy, but now he's too close. So actually, what I'll do, we can see the giant from here now, right?
No, you can't see the giant. You can only see the hound. You can only see about 10 feet in front of you.
Yeah, it's like a fog cloud.
Yeah, big fog cloud.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just do a frostbite to start with. Maybe I can keep him from attacking.
Okay. Oh, he succeeds his save, unfortunately.
Shit.
So as you cast that frostbite, he kind of breathes right towards you, and it kind of dwindles the spell.
All right, and then I'll slide off my horse and shoo it back down the other way.
Yep, no problem. And then if you guys want to move backwards, I know the map is not able to do that, but just tell me how far you would move back, and I'll just mark.
Yeah, I'll move back about 10 feet, and I'll grab Artan and have him come back too.
Is that what he looks like? You know, if he had skin?
Nah, it's just a random picture. Yeah. All right, so I got Relenia, and I also have Artan 10 feet back. Okay, gotcha. As you pull him back, he's like, I need water.
Alright, Stig has a lot of fire, so not the best stuff. What would he do here? What's that spell with the sword? Spiritual weapon. Right?
Spiritual weapon, yep.
It's gonna start by summoning that, so a token. Let me...
I'll grab one. You're gonna put it next to the dog, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that one. I can't remember which ones I give.
There's an attack. Oh, I just hit the cast button.
It's alright, I got it. It hits.
Auto-makes it. And so it ticks it off his spell list.
Yep.
And then he will use, I think his thing is Toll the Dead. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, it fails.
Alright. And then I will have him move right here. Man, I hope he does not get pushed off. That would be pretty bad.
Barry.
I'll do the same thing.
Okay.
Put the spiritual weapon right there on the other side.
Yeah, you bet. I am bringing it up right now.
Does a 12 hit?
I don't think it does. Nope, miss.
So when we miss, is he dodging it, or is it like bouncing off his skin?
No, it's bouncing off his skin.
Oh, he's a tough one. Okay.
Okay, and I'll cast Toll the Dead.
Alrighty. Yeah, he fails that.
I think that's like spell of the campaign.
It is spell of the campaign.
It's a good spell, that 2d12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week I have plans for that, so let's use so much, but it'll be fun. At least I'll have fun with it. So. Okay, so he's dead. As you immediately hit him with Toll of the Dead, you see that he kind of collapses down, and sort of a large circle appears in the ground, and he sort of just kind of falls into it, which kind of looks like a fiery abyss, and then it kind of closes.
Okay, and I'll get off my pony at this point.
Alrighty.
Well, I've already cast Silent Image,
Yep.
so I will... Oh god, my guarantee my voice does not sound like a giant's.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little voice with a big storm giant there standing there. And I go, Fire Giant, step aside.
Okay.
And then I am going to move back a little bit. Doo-doo-doo. You ain't going to lock tokens.
Oh yeah, thanks. I forgot to. Thanks. Not that there's just a whole lot of places to go, but
I can still run away.
yep, you sure can.
I'm assuming I can still see him from there. So for my action, I will cast Blur,
So it's only 10 feet in front of you. You can see him.
even though he's a big giant.
Yeah, the clouds are thick.
So will we disadvantage to attack, or?
Yeah, it'd be disadvantage to attack.
Okay, well, I mean, I could just shoot in his general direction. He has a bridge.
You can. Yep.
But I'm not going to shoot in his general direction. As my bonus action, I'm going to hide.
All right, sounds good. You have no problems hiding in the cloud bank, that's for sure. His is an intelligence check, right?
Investigation. Which is intelligence.
All right, perfect. So you feel 2 footsteps kind of, and you hear in Giant, "Move aside! I told you the ordning doesn't matter anymore." And you hear a loud whoosh as he kind of swings. You feel this wind kind of blow, and you see the clouds kind of move, kind of whisper towards you, and you feel a breeze, and you can kind of see him sort of swinging his sword at your image.
I could see it, but not see it.
Correct, and then it kind of, the clouds kind of fill back in as the wind kind of comes back through. He goes, "Damn! Where are you?" William.
All right. Well, there's only one direction. I'll move up. Now, when I'm next to him, is he still like surrounded in mist?
He is
blinding.
No, you can see him. So if you're within 10 feet, you can definitely see him. That's not a problem.
Okay.
So it's only 10 feet that it's heavily obscured.
All right. Well, I'll swing at him.
Alrighty. It's like being in fog, essentially.
This guy's in plate. Probably has good AC.
So you take a swing and dong, it kind of bounces off.
That probably hurts my hands. Ah, damn. All right.
And then, yep.
It's gonna be a hard one.
He slowly turns his head back and looks at you.
I cower.
Alright, so if I move up to here, because I saw William go running up, so can I see them?
You can see William, and you can kind of see him there, kind of shapes of him and whatnot, kind of moving in and out of the cloud. It's sort of real blurry.
Okay.
So yeah, unless you're within 10 feet, it's still disadvantage. Oh, thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Alright, so right on the corner of the bridge there, in the corner of him, I'm
Yep.
going to cast Dust Devil
Nice. All right, sounds good.
and see if we can't cause some problems here.
All right.
Please fail, please fail, please fail.
He succeeds.
Shit.
Feels the wind come up and it kind of whips around, and you see the clouds actually with the dust devil, right? So kind of sucks in all the clouds around here, which makes it much more visible now for many of you, and probably about 20 feet around that dust devil itself has normal visibility now.
Okay, and then I'll use my last 5 to move back.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, let's see.
So that has no-
here.
What's that?
So the purple circle is what is now visible. It's not covered in clouds.
Oh, okay.
Actually, that would be it.
Where the hell's this fairy fire? I know he has it. There it is. Now this. Is it a point you need to see? Nope, just a 20-foot cube within range. Alright, he's gonna try to fairy fire the giant.
Okay.
That might make it visible to us now.
It'll also give us advantage on it. Well, I don't
Oh.
need to measure this. It's just gonna be like on his head level. So,
Okay.
let me just remove that. He makes... Where's the saving throw? There we go. Dexterity.
He fails that.
Alright, so he glows... Let's make it match him. He glows red.
All right, so you see a big red outline kind of appears around him.
And, well, Taps will have advantage on him. And does he do this at the end of each of his turns? I'm also going to move this up 20. About 10, yeah. There.
All right.
And that will be his turn.
Okay.
He was now concentrating.
I'll move the it up.
Uh-huh.
I think that works.
Yep.
Oh well. There's a giant.
A red glowing giant.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is twin a haste to William and Relania. Does it make sense to put it on you or Stig?
Probably not me.
Stig uses cantrips. Does that give... I think it gives you a weapon attack, doesn't it? Haste.
It gives a standard
Yeah.
action, doesn't it? Extra attack, yeah.
Well, never mind. I'll just go with just a standard haste on William
All right.
because I can't see Melton from this
Yeah,
range, right?
he's quite a ways away. Yep. Hiding in the clouds. Does 37 stealth.
Crap, I forgot to do something in right order, but that's cool.
So if I move up there, Greg, would I be able to see him?
Let's see, 5. You need 5 more feet, and then you'd be able to see him.
But the Dust Devil's like taking out 5 feet, so I was
Yeah,
just
so
wondering.
right, so you can see up to 10 feet. Oh, yeah, I guess sure, you can see him. That's fine.
All right, and I'll take my shot. You got the effect on him for the.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh my goodness. So you take a shot with the arrow, and unfortunately the arrow goes wide and kind of goes shooting off the side. Maybe the Dust Devil pulled it.
And I'll move back as my bonus action. So
Alrighty. You see Stolver takes the rod and tucks it into his belt, and he takes the greatsword that he has and takes a large swing over at William.
Oh, I guess that's even two-handed for giants.
And
Ooh,
hits.
plus 11. Damn. That's a nice hit chance. Ow.
And he kind of hits you, and as that happens, he takes one hand off the sword and backhands you.
Oh, man.
I need either an athletics or an acrobatics.
Alright. Oh, man, this sounds like a kind of pushback.
it sounds like
You've got,
athletics because you get advantage,
advantage.
on that.
You've got advantage on dexterity.
Oh, on acrobatics checks? Alright.
It's a regular.
You should have advantage on your athletics check.
So as he swings that hand around, you quickly dodge and duck, and you see his arm kind of swing. He goes, "Ugh!" He throws it and goes, "Ah!" And he kind of recenters himself.
Alright. For fear of being critically hit, I'm not going to power attack.
All right,
First attack. Alright.
crit. Nice job.
Get that divine on there. Alright. Second attack.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Again.
Holy
Alright.
crap! Nice job.
What is this?
He's blinded.
Good, good. And then the haste attack. Oh, wow.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh,
Wow.
my gosh.
What color are you rolling? Red? I see red pop up on everybody's character sheet.
Oh, he's restrained. He
now
doesn't
he's
get an
restrained.
action. Wow. Alright.
So he's
I-
blind and restrained.
Yep.
I tell him it's not too late to surrender.
All right. He says, "Quit talking in infernal languages," as he yells out in giant.
Alright. I continue to push the Dust Devil into him.
Alrighty. He succeeds again. Kind of blowing kind of wiping the sand out of his eyes.